Hey YouTube, today we're in Colorado, just outside of Ouray, and we're going to be taking the Alpine Loop. And I cut a lot of the boring stuff out of this video from the lower elevations and stuff, and it still ended up a pretty lengthy video. So on our vacation out here, we stayed in Ouray, and this time out we stayed at a hotel there on the north end of town. And we come up to ride side by side, and in Ouray there's no ATVs allowed on any streets. So if you do happen to stay in Ouray, you're going to have to trailer wherever you go. We ended up trailering all the way down to Silverton. And you turn off to go into Silverton, you go off on 7th Avenue and take that back by the railroad tracks, and there's all kinds of ATV truck and trailer parking there. And then from there, we jumped on the Alpine Loop. And this is us going up now. And there's portions of it that run right along the edge of the cliff. It's pretty good pucker factor. We're from Wisconsin, so we're not used to the high altitudes and stuff. We're just used to that flatland crap. So it was a little nerve-wracking, and especially when you look in front of you and you see the trail, right alongside the cliff, all of a sudden just go right straight up in the air. And it was pretty cool. It's one of our favorite places to go. And we like to go out there and spend a week out around Ouray, Silverton, in that area. And then we're only about 3.5, 4 hours away from Moab, Utah. So we spend a week in Ouray, and then we like to go and spend a week or two in Moab from there. So that's pretty cool. It's like the best of both worlds. The scenery out here is just unreal. It's just like you're on top of the world. It's just beautiful, the views. You look out and it's like you're looking over the top of the other mountains and stuff. And we get up here a little farther, we're going to be going up to that Odin Point, or O Point, I guess they call it now, and then up to Engineer Pass. And it's very, very, very scenic. This is just the boring stuff here yet. Like I say, we came from Wisconsin, so we researched everything before we came out here. And long before we even came, we got our Colorado trail passes and stuff through the mail. So we had all of our stickers and everything that we needed before we even left home. And we had all kinds of paper maps, of the Alpine Loop and all the different trails that we took out there. So, because some of that areas and stuff out there, you lose phone reception and stuff, so you have to have some kind of map or something to, in case you do lose reception, self-service. And we did really good. For the most part, we found all the trails. We found our way around, no problem. And I don't think there's any way a person get lost out there. I mean, there's so much traffic out there. If you get turned around or something, there's always somebody to ask. One thing when you're down, like in town in Silverton and stuff, and it seems pretty warm, and you get up to these higher altitudes, you're going to want to have a jacket or something with you because it starts getting pretty cold. And for the most part, pretty windy too. So you're going to want to have some extra clothes with. And one thing I wish we would have did is I wish we'd have threw a couple lawn chairs, strapped a couple lawn chairs on somewhere. So when we got up to some of these peaks and, you know, places up here, we could have just pulled out the lawn chairs and just sat out there and enjoyed it for a while. And this is one of them places, where it just drops right straight off. And I don't know how far down it goes, but it gives you some pucker. And we're getting up pretty close to this Odin Point now. And that's pretty neat how that goes across. It's like this little island that just runs right across the top of the mountains to this little, I don't know, like circle area, where you can park and walk around and look. We're taking it kind of slow. We're right now we're driving a 2017 Polaris Razor. It's a 950 inch, and it don't have the best suspension in the world, so it rides a little rough. And then we got different tires on it, and the tires are they're not as soft of a tire. They're a little harder of a tire, so you feel every bump. Thank God for GoPro cameras, I mean, you can see the hood of the four-wheeler dancing around, in the camera videos, just nice and still. Okay, now we're coming up here to Odin Point, and I overshoot it a little bit. So we're going to have to go back up a little bit. But this is really cool, though. Check this out, how it's just like just a little road right over the top of the mountains right over, It's just really, really neat. Like I say, being from Wisconsin, we've never seen anything like this. It was just so cool. And today there's a lot of people out here, which kind of sucked. But sometime I'd like to come out here and bring like a little gas grill or something and come out here and little table and chairs and cook up some steaks and sit out here and have breakfast or lunch or something and just enjoy the view. Yeah, I wish we could have had a better view on all this. It's just the camera don't do it justice. But anyways, we're going to come out here to the Odin Point for a little bit and just kind of look around, and then we'll jump back in and take off and head over to the other one. But if you ever get around Ouray and Silverton, Colorado, I mean, this is one of the trails. It's a must-do out here. If you're into ATVs and Jeeps or anything off-road, they got the off-road bikes and stuff out here. And it's just a really, really cool place to go. And check on all the laws and everything out here, too, and just make sure there's no changes. Because Colorado, they're kind of hardcore on side-by-sides and stuff, and what routes you can take and what routes you can't take and stuff, so you should know before you go. And we use this app on our phone, this Colorado Tracks, CO Tracks or something like that. It's the app, and it's a really, really good app for out there. And it's free. You just download it off of Play Store. And no fees or nothing. You just sign up, whatever, and gives you real good detailed maps. And we use that in paper maps, and we didn't have any problems. Okay, we're coming back out now. And we come up here, we'll be turning to the right and follow this around. And this Alpine loop, what it does, it comes from, goes like from Silverton And then you follow it down around through. You can go down to Lake City, and then from Lake City it'll wind around and you can go up to Ouray, like if you're in a Jeep, and then you come from Ouray, you come down to 550, which is $1 million highway, and that'll take you back into Silverton. But being that we're on side by side, we had to trailer, and we trailered down to Silverton and caught the trailhead down there. Just beautiful out there. I'm not sure what it is, like 10,500 feet or something like that. We're somewhere in that neighborhood. Well above the tree line. I like all the different colors in the mountains. You can see all the yellow sand and stuff. I think they've been mining, probably mining for gold out there. But all the black sand and all the different colors. Yeah, we're getting up here closer. Somewhere here we just turn the corner and then we're engineered pass up here. And of course, we get up there, there's a couple people up there too. But they got some pictures for us, Matt, which is really nice. God, look at that view. Yeah, just got to stop and check it out. We definitely don't see stuff like that around Wisconsin. It's just unreal. Coming up to the Alpine Loop, you go through Animas Forks, and that's an old mining town. Everything's all abandoned buildings and everything, but you can get into the buildings and go snoop around and look around and stuff, and that's pretty fun. See all the old history and stuff out there. Our trip, we made pretty good time around through the trails and stuff. We didn't stop anywhere too long because from here we was on our way out to Moab, so we tried to do everything, to do everything we wanted to do. We pretty much had to keep it moving pretty good. And here's the other point out here, and you can see the views are just amazing. I wish we would have got more pictures, of us and our side by side and stuff out here. But we had like 3 computers full of videos and everything. I mean, our videos, all of our computers, the memory is all full on everything. We ran out of memory cards, and I don't know. So, bring a lot of SD cards. Yeah, we just stopped here for a couple minutes. We cut this short here, and we'll start heading back down the mountain now. There's not much to see from here on out, but if you like any of our videos, why don't you give us a thumbs up or please subscribe? That would help us out a great deal. We want to put a lot more videos out there, so subscribe if you like. We'd appreciate it, and thanks for watching. Okay, thank you.